See my screen, all of you? Okay, yeah. So let's get started. Okay, so AWS Cloud Formation. So let me give you a little bit of context for it. See, we have more than 4,000 services on AWS, and everything we cannot do through UI. I mean, it will take a lot of time and a lot of energy, and it's become a manual human dependent. So now the question is, how do we automate it? So nowadays, typically we use Terraform. I think some of you might have worked with Terraform, but AWS too has a one powerful services, which we call it a cloud formation. So using the cloud formation, basically you can write a code to automate infrastructure. This is the kind of things which we have. So yes, cloud formation is basically scripting tool which you need to write it, and in this you can automate literally everything. 99% of the services which is supported by services of AWS, which is supported by cloud formations. So yeah, so what is a cloud formation? So an easy way to create and manage collections of AWS resources, allows orderly and predictable provisioning and updating of resources, allow you to version control your AWS infrastructure, deploy and update stake using console, command line, or API. You only pay for the resources you create. So yeah, cloud formation. You don't have to, let's say you want to create hundreds of boxes with certain configurations. You don't have to manually do that. Don't reinvent the wheel. Transparent and open, declarative and flexible. That means YAML and JSON, customized by a parameter, and no extra charges. So what you need to do? So basically, you need to write cloud formation code, which we call it a JSON formatted file. It can be YAML also, and JSON formatted file, which has some definition of resources, parameters, and configurations. And then you give that file, you use that file in CloudFormation services through API or through console or through command line, and then you create a stake. Okay, so you can create a stake, you can update a stake, you can delete a stake, you can roll back also. And this script which will run in the AWS and create all this required services. So this is the stuff. So now creating a template is a very important one. So template is very, easy to understand, which has a certain characteristics which you can see on slide. Automate generation, look up resources, write and go, avoid collision, provide feedback, reusable, manage relationship, familiarization format, and stuff like that. So this is the your JSON structure, which you see that is a high level. So every template we will have description, and if you have some parameters to pass, user parameters, so you can declare in the parameter section. And then you have a resources. Inside that you can declare all of the resources which you want, and output basically which will give you the some output variables, let's say IP address, public IP address of EC2 instance and all, something like that. And then version of file which you are using. So these are the at the high level structure, description, parameter, resources, and output. Look at this here. Here, here you are writing a JSON file, and here you are declaring some parameters, and the parameter is EC2. Sorry, key pair. So EC2 key pair. So here you are saying, hey, the key pair type is string, and hey, you give me that SSH access to the instance. So you are browsing basically a key pair using a key pair from here. Now the same key pair you can use in the resources. Look at this here. You are creating one EC2 instance in the next block. Look at this here. And resources, you can have a number of resources. In this image only one resource you are creating, and required field for creating the resources, which is image ID, instance type, and key value pair. So that you have given. So here, if you see the key name ref, referencing the parameter from top, key pair, that's the name with that, and then this is how. And then you are displaying the IP address. So here, whatever the value which has you got it from the EC2 instance, all informations you are displaying at the bottom section. So are you able to understand this, all of you? All of you? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Okay, so this is the simple file. Now, let me show you some demo. That'll be easier for me. So, and for you also to visualize this. So for that, what you do, go to AWS and log in. Now you have to go to CloudFormation. CloudFormations. Now CloudFormation here, I have no stake. Now I'll go into the Ohio region, which we are working together. And now you see that here, you can create a stake. The stake means one applications you can say like one run is like one JSON file is like something like one stake. Here you are creating. Now prerequisite, prepare a template. So are you having template ready? Do you have it? You can use it. You want to use some template from the collections here. These are the sample template which is given by AWS. Or you want to design a template through designer, UI designer. Okay. So let's say if you have a template ready, so you can locate that where exactly the template is. Is it in S3 or you want to upload it? You can upload the template also, and thousands and thousands of template you can find on the GitHub. That's not a challenge what we have right now. So many templates, I'm also having it. For example, let me show you another template for simple one, and that is called this is a big one actually. I'm looking for the web server JSON. I think this one. See, so this is the template version, descriptions, mapping, and this mapping you have three regions it will work. This is the variable. So if this is the region, this is the one, this is the region, and this is the AMIs will be used. Resources we are creating VPC, internet gateway, VPC gateway, subnets also, route table also, route table associations also, routes also, ACLs also, and almost everything. You are able to see that security group, and here you have instance. If you look at this instance, this part, you understand this, all of you? Yes, you see user data. Basically, you are setting up to the server. So it's complete code actually, which you can run it and get going. Now this is a little older version, but you can get correct it also with the latest version. Now, so if you have a file, you can use this. If you have a file on S3, you can do that. If you say you can use a sample one here, we discuss. So right now, AWS CloudFormation EC2 launch template, and this is already given by AWS. Simple one I'm going for, not creating too many resources because waiting time will be too much. So here, this is the one simple template. This is the YAML format also you have here. There should be one link for it, S3 link. I'm just looking for this S3. I have to read line by line. Where is it? There must be link for it for every file. So all this template is also stored in the S3, and which you can access it easily. So right now I'm just looking for something which I can browse it from S3. And I can copy paste also and upload it, but I don't want to. I want to browse it, which is what we practice actually. Oh, I can't find quickly. Okay, no problem. So let's go ahead with one of the template which I have it here. And for that, this is the image ID. Now, I don't know this is image ID is available or not. So let's do one thing. Let's go for this one only. So here it will take a little bit more time, but it's okay. So right now, this is a WordPress blog. I'm installing it. Now, yeah, this is the, if you want to see that, probably you can see this file. This is the AWS template. See here. So you have a description. These are parameters. Subnet, key name, instance type. These are variables, by the way. And somewhere resources is, see, database. It's pretty big one actually. It will take some time to get it created. See here. This is the instance you're creating, and DB instance, security groups, and this is all our AWS EC2 instance. It's a pretty huge one, so that's okay. So let's use this one only, and we can see that output. We have to see that. So go to the CloudFormation. Next. Now here the WordPress installation is done in this text. So WordPress. Now here you have to select all the parameters, the size of database, instance class, database name, password. You can select whatever you want, database password, DB user ADMIN. Okay, this is the instance type. Key name if you want to use it, Rajesh training, multi JJ's SSS location, subnet if you want to decide, you can do that. So which subnet? So I'll go for the default one only, and which is here. Okay, and here. Okay, VPC ID default one. Okay, and server capacity one. Next. So these variables has been passed. You can set it up some of the keys, permissions, and IAM role if you want to, and all this stuff. Notifications you can set here, and next, everything is okay, and create. So that stake was important. See here, I did not select one thing. Okay, password, the one which I passed is not satisfying the, it's not satisfying the complex requirement. So here I need to create a little bit. and hopefully this should be satisfying this. And next. Now what? Okay, it says must contain only alphanumeric. So here the alphanumeric. So dollar hashes, I am removing it. So go for previous, and next. Alphanumeric only. One more time. ADMIN and next, and create stake. Done. So now this is the way you have to write a JSON file. That's a major task which we have. Sample files you will find thousands and thousands in GitHub and community one, and also here and there. And right now this stake is being created. This will create WordPress. Now it will take little time. I wanted to have a little shorter one, but this will take lots of time, maybe 5 minutes to and more, because it will create a database, and then it will create an instance, and then it will do something in the instance also. So many things it will be done. So did you understand that cloud formations, all of you? Now this will take some time because it has so many services. So let's wait for it. Now you see that here events are there, stake info if you want to see here, and which are the resources got created here. You can see that. So here ALB got created, load balancer target group. Here application load balancer also got created here, is getting created actually. So like that. Output you will get at the end of it. Output you will get it at the end of it, and if you scroll down, output you will get it like a load balancer and DNS name. So yes, this is the load balancer output, you get it. So this is the one parameters which we passed actually. It's recorded here. Password is password type. Template, which you can't see that which template you run, this which program you run, you can check this out here. Change sets, you can see that how many times you did change the template. So I have not changed so far, so it's like that. And you can also at the end of it, it has created a hell lot of resources. You see that in the resources tab, it is creating lots of resources. As of now, only 2 resources it has created because it takes some time. Yeah, now I see. Still I'm refreshing, only 2. So this resources you can you should not delete one by one automatically. If you want to delete everything in one go, so you should go for resources. Here right now I have one stake, right? WordPress, select here and click delete. I'll let it created, because if I do it in between, there's chances like some of the resources will be lying and not get deleted properly. So I'm not doing it, and this is the stuff. Are you understanding, all of you? See here, load balancer created, web server security group created. Now others being created as well. So this is the cloud formation. Main thing is you have to write a YAML file, and that's where sorry, JSON or YAML, anything, and that's where you have to build that understanding. So let me show you some more options here, what you can do in this. So yeah. So in the cloud formation key concepts, it can be JSON, it can be YAML. Relationship between the resources is possible. Feedback in terms of output you get it. It can be automated, interactive, and reusable. You can use it any number of times and stuff like. These are some of the features of CloudFormation. Just now I showed you workflow. You can say you can create the state, you can update the state. Also, I'm still creating it, and then delete the state. So this is the how you did it, and let's understand the CloudFormation documents. See here. So this is the template. So if you want to write a template, all the properties you write in the uh, here type. That's the resource name, AWS EC2 instance, and property you can define for the each resources. Updating, deleting. Just yeah. Look at this here. This is a resources again. Lambda, different things altogether. If you want to run through the command line, then you can run through AWS CloudFormation, create stick, delete stick, update stick, all this thing. That's a command line, and you have to locate that template file, and you need to pass the parameter if you have something like this. Okay, now one thing, you can also design the things. So there's some failure has happened, and let me check what is a failure. So go to this and see that in the resources and see that what failures you have got it. So here, go to the events, and here, what is happening? So look at it one by one. Okay, so the subnet which I have selected, I think that was a subnet made some issues. So see here, many things got created here, but subnet, the one which I created for the database, which has some access issues, maybe that private subnet or something. And because of that, the DB could not access it maybe, and trying to roll back. So here, rollback complete. That means whatever it has created, you see that here. Look at this, the beauty of this. This is a creations, and they detected the some problem here with the subnet which I selected. So here they deleted also. Okay, and then rollback completed. So what I need to do, so I'll just go here and correct this, and I'll delete all the VPCs, whatever extra, because I don't know what changes each one of you have done it. So either 4 VPCs are there. So I am going to delete this. Okay, and unable to delete. Maybe you are running some resources in it. So guys, you have cleaned up the resources. Yeah. So now I'm going to delete these resources. So someone left it. So I'm cleaning up and go to the VPC. Now I'm going to delete the VPC and all, and keep it only default for time being. And delete. Still it's taking time. It will take some time. Meanwhile, I'll delete this one. And type delete and done. Okay. Now I'll go for zonal VPC also, and I'll delete here and done. And one more VPC which is there. and that's PTVPC. Now I'll try to delete this. It has something which is a private instance still shutting down actually. So just wait for a few seconds. Okay, we can ignore this. I'll go back to the CloudFormations, and this time I'll select the VPC default. So go to the CloudFormations, or I'll run one simple code, not too complicated, which will take lots of time. So that is waste of time right now. So here, what I'm going to do this, I'm going to delete the stake and delete it. Now I create a new stake in the CloudFormation, and here sample template, I'm going to use it, something which is, let's use something which is AWS CloudFormation EC2 template YAML. That's all, simple one. I think that's more than sufficient. So here, where's this? So this is a simple one, and but I need a full code. For that, what I'm going to do is I'll get it from the GitHub. That'll be easier. So this is much easier. So now I am going to raw, and this is the locations, and let me see if it's taking that locations. Template is ready, and save as YAML file desktop. Upload it, and I think this will take little less time. Which file here it is. Done. And next, now key name, I'll just give it Rajesh training. This is a very simple one. Just creating EC2 instance, and everything is okay. And next. Now key and all not required. Next. And this will be done faster. Create state. Okay, so here you see that same thing, but here we have very less resources. Come on. This is also failed, but why? So let's check this in. Here it says no VPC for this user service. No default VPC. So guys, tell me one thing. Anyone have deleted the default VPC? Anyone? So I have to restore this actually. I think either you got deleted. I see it's there, but maybe it got corrupted or something like that. So what to do? Nothing. I have ways to fix it. I'll just delete this. It says unable to delete because of so many ANIs for it. Let me just one by one fix this. VPC is required for all this stuff. I will still not be able to do that. So I'm fixing it, cleaning up, and I will delete the default VPC also. Before I should go and check that EC2 instance if ANI is there or not. ENI. So should be okay now. I think 4 instances is attached, so still getting terminated. This terminate one more time. Okay, now I am going to VPC and disconnecting ENI, so which is somewhere EC2. Network interface, delete this. Detached. Where is being used actually? Okay, EFS. Just a second, guys. There's so many cleanups required. So here, so guys, I think see this is the problem. So many of you have not deleted EFS, still is being used. So let me do that one by one. Purva, B, K, Divya, B, and Rishabh, Rishabh, Rajesh. I'm done. Now last one, Rishabh. Okay, so let's check it out. Done. So go to EC2. I deleted almost everything. Finally, network interfaces 0. Finally, VPC. I should delete. You can there is a corruption in the default VPC. So what I have to do, I can delete VPC, and after that, you know what I can do? Let me show you. I can create the VPC in this region, which is the default VPC. So I can request. So see here right now, I'll go to the dashboard, and right now everything gateway, this one which I'll delete, this one also delete internet gateway, and go to the dashboard, and NAT gateway should be from the SysOps, and delete this one also. So it's deleted actually, but it's not coming. Okay, so most of this thing I deleted. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a default VPC. So what I'm going to do, so launch VPC, and here, wait a second, AWS create default VPC. So I need to just a second. I should be having this one option. See here, create a default VPC. That's all. So whatever the corruptions has happened, I restored it. And now what I'm doing right now, okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm going back to my Cloudformation script, which is here, and creating a stake, this one, and you can create a stake or delete a stake if you want. I'm creating one new stake. So go to stake, and template is ready. Upload it from same locations. Same process we have to do. And the file is, where is the file? Here it is. And okay, done. Next. Now let me see that EC2, and key name I'll give it Rajesh. And next, there's some network which is default, let it be, and next. So I'm expecting this time it should not be failed because I'm doing in the default. Understood, all of you? Any questions?
Hello everyone, if you would like to access the remaining videos of this playlist of 50 plus more tools which are coming under DevOps, DevSecOps, SRE, DataOps, GitOps, etc. Kindly become our channel members by clicking on the joining button. You would have access to hundreds of playlists and 1000s of videos lifetime access with this membership. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.